Hi sewing friends, my name is Alice Murray and welcome to my channel Murr-Made Designs, and this is Joey. He's my best helper. He wishes I wouldn't make videos or sew. He wishes I would just sit on the couch so he could sit on me. Go over there, Joe. Welcome to my channel. It is day 126. Is it day 126? It is day 126 of my 365 Sewing Makes Challenge, where I am showing you 365 garments. And along the way, I hope I learn something. I hope you learn something. I hope that we help each other along. And I do some pattern reviews and fabric reviews and try to include a range of things so that it is interesting for you. And I always end with a bit of gratitude about something or a tip for sewing, which is also things I'm grateful for. So today, I'm very excited about today. I'm going to show you, I've already made this one time, and this is the second time I've made it. Oops. It is the Dolman Hoodie by Socialite Patterns. This beautiful lady is the owner of Socialite Patterns, and she's located in Red Deer, Alberta. And the last time I made it, I will link a video to the last time I made it, but the last time I made it out of more of a fleece, and this time it's more the same material that she used, more of just a knit. So I'll show you and then we'll talk about it. Do you like it, Joe? Joe likes it. Well, I love it. It is so comfortable. It is so very, very comfortable. It has the kangaroo pocket in the front. It has a lovely hood, which I lined. The option in the pattern is you can line it or just, there's a facing that goes around in it, but I always like having my hoods lined. Unless somehow magically you have a two-way material. It has this interesting little facing you put in here to strengthen the area that the hood's sewed onto. Has cuffs on the sleeves and a band on the hem. And this material, I love this material. Isn't this beautiful? It's little dandelions with little lime green centers to them. And this is, so that's why I lined the hood with lime green also. So this blue material is from Funky Monkey Fabrics, and it is a knit, and it's called Midnight Dancer. Love it. And this lime green is, do I have the thingy for it? Yes, it is called Lime Cotton Lycra Jersey Knit, $6 a yard, that I got from Fabric Mart, which is a online American fabric store. This is a quick make. Great instructions. The only, I love the sleeves. They're Dolman sleeves. I think this hoodie and the other one I made are the only things I've ever made with Dolman sleeves. And I gotta find more Dolman sleeve patterns because I love it. So simple. But one thing I would say is I think that the sleeves are a little bit short. Like they fit me perfectly. And my family always teases me about having pterodactyl arms. So I think that you may want to add an inch or two when you're making them. I also lined the pocket. That was not in the instructions, but I cut 2 instead of 1 of these pockets, and I thought, hey, I'm gonna line the pocket. And so I did. I think it may have, I don't know, made the bottom where I top stitched it on maybe a little too obvious. So I wish I would have moved it down and put it so that the bottom would be in the hemband so you couldn't see that. But other than that, I think it's fine. So yeah. Socialites. Downloadable Dolman Hoodie pattern. You can have this yourself today in your house. That is the beauty of downloadable patterns. And today in my Grateful Thread, I just want to talk about, you know, a few of the things I do to sew quicker, because I know nobody else is doing something crazy like 365 sewing makes in a year. Or, well, it's going to take me longer than a year because I took a couple weeks off at Christmas, and who knows, I might take a few more days off here and there. But anyways, nobody's doing that. But still, I know your sewing time is limited, that you have other things going on in your life, that nobody, not me, not anybody, gets to just sew all day long, unless it happens to be their job. So to up my productivity, I have a few tips that maybe would work for you. I've already told you one other time that I sew standing up, and that has speeded me up so much. I can't even say, because I can, you know, go from the sewing machine to the ironing board to the serger to the cutting table. I can do that all really quickly. And I have a room now I sew in, but it's not a very big room, so everything's pretty close together, so I can zip around and get it all. If you don't want to try sewing standing up, it does take some getting used to. And I only started it out of necessity, that I had my sewing machine and my serger in our spare room, and the only place to put it was on top of the changing table that we have for when the little grandkids visit. And that is just the right height for sewing standing up, and there was no room for a chair anywhere in there, so I kind of started out of necessity, but I found out quickly that I like it. If you are sewing sitting down, if you can have a rolly chair, you know, a twisty rolly chair, and you can have your sewing machine, your serger, and your ironing board all handy by so that you can do this, I know that would speed you up. The other thing I do, just a couple things off the top of my head, is I have magnetic pin holders. They're actually from an auto store, an auto supply store, and they're for storing nuts when, I guess, people are working on vehicles. My husband got them for me, and I have one of those everywhere. I have them on my sewing machine, I have them on the cutting table, I have them on my ironing board. I have them everywhere, so that if I need to pin something, there's a pin right there. If I need to take a pin out, I can take it out and I just kind of throw it in the direction of the pin holder. What else do I do? I had a whole list in my head I was going to tell you about. I already told you about I cut out bulk cutout, usually when there's a good movie on, so that I just have a pile of things that I can come back to. I also have scissors everywhere. I have my little clippy scissors that I use for the serger. I have my cutting out scissors on my cutting out table. I have other scissors on the ironing board. I have some beside my sewing machine, so wherever I am, if I need to clip something, I have something to clip it with, and I don't have to look around for it. The other thing that I would suggest if you sew a lot is to purchase the very best equipment that you can afford. That definitely starting with beginner starting level, affordable sewing machine, serge, and all that. Definitely support that idea. But you know, if you decide that, you know, I really do like sewing, I'm really going to sew, investing in really the best equipment that you can afford is saves you time like you wouldn't believe. Like I've just had my new serger for a couple weeks, and like I can sew on it. I don't have to sew and serge. I can just serge. The sewing machine I have automatically cuts the thread. And you would think that automatically cutting the thread wouldn't save you that much time, but it saves actually a whole lot of time. That you just push the button, it cuts it, and then you're on to the next piece. So yeah. So those are just a couple of suggestions from me to help you in your sewing be more productive. And I hope that indeed you are sewing, because sewing is so much fun. Talk to you again tomorrow.